Y'all excuse me, I'm just not getting to all these questions. So you ask, why do some people leave the person unattended and just give up? Well, there's probably multiple ways you could look at that. And I'm actually going to use this to bring out a point when it comes to deliverance or casting out evil spirits, whatever verbiage you want to call it. It does not take 480 years to cast out an evil spirit or spirits. So number one, if it's taking a long time, then there is a problem. So all of that BS that you see in the horror movies and whatnot, about it taking hours and days and weeks and whatever, and multiple, quote, exorcisms to make one demon leave, that's not to say that the person doesn't actually have a demon or unclean spirit, whatever you want to call it. That's to say that somebody don't know what they're doing, or there is something other that is keeping that spirit there for whatever reason. Now, back to your specific question, which is related to what I just brought up. Some people do not have the wherewithal to examine a situation and utilize discernment as to what is going on, what needs to be done, who needs to be doing it, who doesn't need to be doing it, and so forth. Because Yah Most High is infinitely and always shall be greater than any evil or unclean spirit. Their power is smaller than a speck of dust beneath your fingernail compared to his power. So if the person or persons who claim to operate in his power by his spirit are having a difficult time getting an evil spirit out of a person or a place, that's an issue. 9 times out of 10, it's an issue with the people doing the praying or the casting out. Now, there are occasions where there may be an issue within the individual who has the evil spirit or the place. For a person, it may be they're holding on to unforgiveness. It may be some type of opening or doorway, or even a cursed object they may be wearing. You never know. It may be something other like that that's holding that spirit there. Those are just some examples of something that might give a spirit, quote unquote, legal access. That sounds real churchy, but you know what I mean. But if you correct those examples, then the evil spirit cannot stay. Unless, of course, the other example being the person doing the removing or the people doing the removing do not have any power or spiritual authority or understanding of what they're doing. They may have some quote-unquote open doors in their own life that have not been corrected, so that spirit takes advantage of that. And thus, because nothing is happening, whether it's on the part of the person who has the spirit or the people casting out the spirit, they just wind up giving up. But if these things are discerned and corrected beforehand, that won't be an issue. But unfortunately, this does happen, and it's a shame that it does.